Hey guys and girls, what is going on? Viridia here, and today I am bringing you a PvP, Forrest PvP session that I had today. Not feeling too well today, so I stayed home sick, and I was like, well, you know, this is calming and relaxing. So, to let you guys know, this is pretty much the only game I've been playing for a number of days. I played some Monster Hunter. I've been playing that as well. But this game for the past 2 weeks has been the bane of my existence. I've just been doing nothing but this game. And I just have come to realize that not only is this my favorite game of all time, probably, or my favorite game of this generation or past 2 generations, it's also the game that I've put the most time into, even including the Elder Scrolls series now. I went ahead and looked at all the time I had spent on it. That's not including the characters I've deleted, and it's a crap ton of time. So anyway, I jumped in here. I was actually going to go fight Sif when this guy popped in, and I was like, you know what, let's do some PvP, because with this guy, with this build, I'm doing something that I'd never done before, and that's kind of a medium role build. I'm using the Gravelord Sword, which is obtained from joining the Chaos Covenant, and you can do that at the very beginning of the game if you're good enough to get down there anyway. Which I might, if you guys want me to, I might put a tutorial on how to do that. I mean, there's a shit ton of them out there, but oh well. But yeah, as soon as you hit Lordran, you can get this sword. And it's not the best sword in the game, but it is a very powerful sword for the beginning. So yeah, this guy is just a beefy son of a bitch, and he invaded us, and I was like, you know what, alright, fine, let's do it, bro. So just like normal in Forrest PvP, we get double invaded, but luckily my buddy there takes out the, he takes out the blue, I take out the red. So this is, I believe, the last fight I did. I decided to just stand there and wait, because the guy I was with, he was ready to start ganking people. So I just waited there, and this guy came in, and I took him out. But I was like, you know, I'm not going to gank people anymore. The other day I was playing, and I had somebody summoned in, and they like sent me a message. They're like, dude, quit healing and ganking, man. I'm like, all right, you know what? Okay, I'll quit healing and ganking. Actually, that was the match before was the last one that he was in. He's no longer in it. So I decided that from now on, you know, I'm not healing, I'm not summoning somebody else in to fight for me. So these are all the matches in a single life, basically, before I died. It was probably about an hour-long session if you count all the times I was just standing there waiting. But with this build, I have enough poise to withstand some good attacks. I don't have enough defense and vitality yet to suffice to really take enough damage. Is what I'm trying to say. I don't have enough defense for that, so I can be killed very quickly. But I got lucky today and was fighting a lot of cloth rollers with no poise. And I'll tell you what, nerfing that wood grain ring was the best thing that they ever did for this game, because it really cut down on some bullshit. They knew they had something broken there. Now the PvP is worth playing. You don't have to be decked out in iron, you know, armor or whatever, the giant armor +5 with the ring on, and be able to flip around and crap, which was fun. But now, in order to flip, you really, you know, you gotta be a clothy, and I'm level 60. By the way. Anyway, so the reason that it's so good is because with the Gravelord Sword, I can pretty much stun all these people in 1 or 2 hits, whereas it takes them, they don't stun me very easily at all. There I get the riposte on the guy, and that's hard to do for me online because of the lag. But what I try and do is anticipate what attack they're going to use, when they're going to use the attack, and then I strike. But yeah, I mean, it's definitely one of the this is one of the most fun games I've ever played. It's my favorite multiplayer game. I mean, this is so much fun. We've had a lot of Dark Souls 2 news recently. See, I'm getting ganked here, but here I see an opportunity. I take the backstab, and this was pretty awesome because this guy, I start trying to back him up toward the cliff. Now the thing about it is I don't know why I don't do this more often, because every time I try and do it, I always succeed, but I never try and do it. So here I'm backing him up toward the cliff, and you can see I'm pushing him backward. It's easy to do, and then the guy just rolls right off. I mean, it happens every single time I try to do it. I do it again later. I don't know why I don't do it more often, but at this point I knew I was probably going to make a video out of it, so I was like, I gotta get some humor in here. But the reason that a lot of people use, if you don't know what ganking is, like it's when you summon in two people. A lot of people do it because of guys like this right here. So every time that I hit the bonfire, I have to clear the area of enemies so that I don't have to deal with them when I'm PvPing. But then you got turtles like this, and they'll go hide in an area where there's enemies that I haven't cleared, and they won't come and fight until the enemy has invaded. Now here, this dude gets a big taste of his own medicine, and it really is freaking awesome. This is an awesome clip, because his buddy summons in. I'm like, damn it. So I immediately just make the assumption that his buddy is going to come and fight me, but then watch what he does. He just he lets me know, okay, I'm not going to fight you. So I'm like, all right, cool, dude, cool. You're going to stand, he's going to stand there, he's going to let me fight this piece of shit. Because this guy, he thought he had it made. He thought, oh, yeah, no, I got my buddy here. No, yeah, fuck you, you're dead. You're fucking dead. And then, after I heal up, because it's been a fight, I bow to him because he was awesome for it. Then he decides, you know, all right, it's time to fight, man, let's do it. So that was really cool. That's how I feel the PvP should be played. There's an honor base there where you can be a complete and total dick, but it makes you feel so much better when somebody's honorable about it and they give you that time to wait. Now, I've never joined the Cat Covenant before, and I've never done the Blue Phantom stuff, which I need to do on my next character. But I can tell you, if I did do it, I would probably be that honorable guy, because I find that there is some honor to be had in the game. And you hear a bunch of people, and I've heard it quite a few times, and I'm not trying to start any fights with anybody if you guys watch these other Dark Souls people, but these guys, they put a lot of time into the game, and, you know, they get all into it, and then they're like, oh, there's no honor in it, it's just a game, it's just a game. Well, I hear that being said so much, and it pisses me off. It's just a game. I mean, you're being a hypocrite to yourself. I mean, putting as much time and effort into just a game as you do to get that good, you know, taking all the precautions that you do, and then being upset when somebody, you know, gets angry at it and saying it's just a game. That doesn't make any sense to me. So it's just a game. What about it? I mean, it's just like, why am I not allowed to get angry or be honorable in my multiplayer session just because it's a game? You know, that's just completely ignorant to me. It's like, you know, yeah, it is a game, and there's honor when you play games. I mean, that's just how it is. I mean, think about the NBA, if they, you know, there was no honor, or think about the NFL. If, I mean, there's a lot of dishonor there too, but I mean, think about these huge games that we look at. If there was, you know, unsportsmanlike conduct the whole time, it wouldn't, you know, it would be a mess. It would be horrible. This is the same thing. It's a game. Have some honor, have some respect for people, and if you're not going to, expect people to be upset at you. I don't know what this person's doing, but I was just like, you know what, I'm not messing around with you. There's nobody else in here. You're not going up the steps. Stay off my steps. But anyway, so I understand people getting upset, you know, when you know, when they're wrong, when people run off into the woods and turtle like that, and they're trying to be cheap about it. You know, a game like this awards the player to have a little bit of honor because it's so, you know, it's lenient and wide open with its multiplayer. There's not a whole bunch of rules constricting you to anything. I mean, there's no rules, period. The only rule is that you have to be in the you have to be either in the Cat Covenant or you have to be against the Cat Covenant. You have to be in human form when you're summoned in. That's it. I mean, that is the only rule to the game. Once that's made, you can use any weapon, any armor, anything. Doesn't matter. It's all your choice. So when I don't know. I just find that stupid. I understand, you know, there are people out there in the Dark Souls community that they really tend to bitch and moan about really stupid things. They're really sore losers. Me myself, I'm not a sore loser. If somebody bests me, you know, whatever. I tend to kind of get upset when I don't know, when people use really cheap tactics or they use super overpowered weapon combinations. I mean, this isn't really overpowered at all. You just gotta, when you're fighting when you're fighting a character like mine, and you're not wearing anything that gives you poise, you gotta be extremely cautious. That's just how it is. This sword isn't as powerful as the weapons I normally use, and those weapons aren't even anything special, like the Mirakumo. I use that, you know, that's normally my weapon. No electricity or anything, I just use the Mirakumo because I like the way it looks. And the reason I chose the Gravelord Sword was because it controls a lot like the Mirakumo. Actually, it has the exact same moveset, I'm pretty sure, except for the... I don't know, maybe the R2... I'm pretty sure the R2 attack, the heavy attack, is different. With the Mirakumo, I think it's just a wide swing or a spin. And with this, it's a plunge, or a thrust. But either way, it handles almost exactly the same. It's lunge attack and everything. So this guy, he continues to invade me, and I'm cool with it. I'm like, whatever. But then he comes in and he starts throwing knives at me, and I'm like, I'm just gonna let you try, man. I mean, you got to run out of knives sometime, shit. So we get into it. This guy's been awesome to me the whole time. He's probably, I mean, gosh, how many times have I killed him? Go back and look. I mean, he's the ninja with the with the shield. But so yeah, he doesn't. I think this is the time when he actually takes me down. He almost takes me down, I mean. So his plan was to poison and intoxicate me. It's just not going to happen. It's not only, I'm using the spider shit, which I'm pretty sure gives a resistance to poison of some kind. If you were wondering, I'm using the Eastern armor set. I don't think any of it's upgraded. Maybe it is. I'm not sure. Maybe a few pieces. It's not upgraded fully. I'm using the spider shield, and I'm using the Gravelord Sword. My rings are obviously the Ring of Fap and Havel's Ring, and yeah, that's pretty much all I'm using. I mean, I think there should honestly be 3 ring slots because you're always going to use the Ring of Fap. Yeah, here he almost gets me. I'm like, all right, time to play some caution here. I was getting a little. Every time I saw his name, I was like, all right, well, here's a free kill. I'm human. I get cocky. Just like everybody does, so. Yeah, here he goes. He's gonna flip around me a few more times. Me, I'm just waiting. I don't know why I keep attacking there. I guess it's just I'm trying to get him to run forward because I know that I'm gonna be, even though he's fast, I'm gonna be a little bit faster than him. Luckily, that hit takes him out. Nah, I give him the bow. I'm like, hey, there you go. But I'll tell you what, I don't think I've been as excited for a game as Dark Souls 2. I want some new stuff. I've beaten the content in Dark Souls every which way but loose. And, oh, here he is again. And, I really have. Right now I'm doing a no-level playthrough. I'm literally, I chose the warrior. I'm role-playing Brienne of Tarth, from Game of Thrones. Or Brienne of Tarth, as they say on the show. Her name is Brienne of Tarth. So anyway, I'm role playing Brienne, so see here, he has no poise. He's screwed. I mean, immediately. As long as I keep mindful, I keep my stamina in mind. There's nothing he can do about it. Anyway, so yeah, that's what I've been doing. I mean, oh, here we go. This is awesome. Oh wait, no, never mind. This isn't it. I thought that. Okay, one coming up's pretty funny, but you obviously know what's gonna happen now because of where he spawned in. But anyway, that the no level run, the no upgrade run, all these runs are pretty fun. But I'm the type of person, I don't like limiting myself to gain a challenge out of the game. I just like playing the game in different ways, and I've been thinking, all I want to do is play this game. I don't want to play any other freaking game. That's it. I'm a fanboy. My YouTube channel is soon to just become a Souls channel because I'm like, I need to record something for the channel. Nah, fuck it, I'll play Dark Souls. I mean, that's my mindset. It's like, I'd rather play Dark Souls, fuck it. But I don't know. That's just me. I am loving this game, and I know there's people out there who don't particularly enjoy this game, but I am not one of those people. I'm rambling on here. I know that, but yeah, I just wanted to bring you this video, kind of tell you what I've been thinking about Dark Souls, and what I've been watching quite a few Dark Souls channels as well, and some that you need to check out. One in particular, if you're a Dark Souls fan at all, you've heard of him. His name's Epic Name Bro. He's got some pretty cool videos on the lore, and he's also got some awesome challenge runs that he did. However, he's kind of got the syndrome that I got, in the fact that he doesn't finish his LPs. So that's pretty. That's what him and I are alike in that way. But he's really neat, and he really got me back into Dark Souls a couple weeks ago when I was just looking up some stuff on Dark Souls 2. When I saw actually what it was I saw the reveal of the Dark Souls 2 gameplay, and which I haven't talked about yet. I need to talk about that. And I was like, oh, I have nobody here. I have nobody in my life anymore, I mean, that does Dark Souls. Period. I have to talk to somebody about it. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to have to find a forum or something to go and talk to people about it. So I go, and lo and behold, Epic Name Bro, he's making videos about it, and I'm like, okay, well, let's get in here and talk to some of his commenters, some of his fans, and see what we got going here. There's also quite a few other people out there who do some awesome videos. This guy, he's using that halberd, and it's just, sorry, it's not working out for you. The thing about, I think that's a halberd, maybe it's a long axe, I don't know. Anyway, the thing about pole arm is that you miss and you're fucked. It's over. It's game over. That's it. I mean, especially in PvP, if you miss, it's over. I mean, watch this guy. We're gonna do our little bow here. I do this to signify, okay, we're cool. It's whatever, and it also makes reoccurring matches a lot better. So I mean, here we go. I'm gonna try and kick him off, and whip. Whenever somebody spawns there, I try and either kick them off or I back them up because the thing is, I mean, look at your viewing angle. You can't really see that. You can't really see that edge all that well. But yeah. So I want some suggestions, maybe some playthroughs you want to see. I've been recording my no level run. Of course, I didn't do any commentary on it. It would all be post commentary like this. If I did post it on the channel, or it would be no commentary at all. Right now I'm stuck on the Asylum Demon, just because I just get fed up. Like, I mean, literally it's so boring because I'm using a long sword, and not the first Asylum Demon, the second when you go back. Sorry, let me clarify. I've beaten every boss except for Quelaag up to that point. But, I get so bored because I only do like 50 damage in the longsword. I can't upgrade it. That's part of the challenge. I cannot upgrade the sword. So I'm sitting there just pinging this guy for minimal damage. I mean, it's just, oh, it's horrible. It sucks royally. But I get really bored, and I get him down to, like a couple little bars of health, and I'll just make a mistake. And it sucks. But that's how it is. Anyway, here's our last fight. We got this guy. He keeps coming in with the tail axe. I believe this is the gargoyle tail axe. I'm not good with all my weapon names yet. I mean, I played this game for hundreds of hours. Yeah, it's the tail axe. But I've only used a few of the weapons because when I start a playthrough, I tend to continue playing it to the bitter end, and that can take up to 50 hours. I'm not the type of person that can breeze through the game really quickly, and anyway, I have a lot to learn, even though I've put a lot of time into it. And who knows, maybe I'm going to be posting more Dark Souls content for you here on the channel. Guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, leave a like and a comment. Tell me what you want to see from Dark Souls. If you don't want to see Dark Souls, tell me you don't want to see Dark Souls. I'll ignore it. And we'll see you next time. Later.